If you're trying to figure out where to live around Charleston as a retiree, the most important thing that you need to understand is this. You're not choosing between similar options. You're choosing between very different lifestyles, and that's what makes this decision a lot more important than it looks on the surface. When people first start looking at the Charleston area, everything can feel somewhat similar. You'll see nice homes, newer communities, and a lot of options that all seem appealing at first glance. It's easy to think that you can just come down, look at a few places, and pick the one that you like the best. But once you actually break it down, living in Summerville feels very different from living in Moncks Corner, and both of those feel completely different from being in Mount Pleasant or other areas that are closer to the coast. That difference shows up in your daily life in ways that most people don't fully think through until later on. So before we go any further, I want to be clear about who this video is for. This is not for people who are still just casually exploring Charleston or thinking about maybe moving here someday. This is for people who have already decided that they want to move here, and now they're trying to figure out where that they would actually fit here. Because there is no best area. There is only the area that matches how you want to live, and the goal here is to help you understand those differences clearly enough to make a confident decision. One of the biggest mindset shifts that needs to happen early on is this. You are not choosing a house first. You are choosing a lifestyle first, and then finding the house inside that lifestyle. And when people reverse that, when they fall in love with a house before they understand the area, that's usually when things don't line up the way that they had expected. So as you're watching this, I want you to start thinking less about square footage or finishes and more about your actual day-to-day life, where you'll be going regularly, how much activity you want around you, how far you are willing to drive for things, and what kind of environment that you want to wake up in every day. Because that's what ultimately determines whether you feel settled or unsettled once you make the move. Now, once you start looking more closely at the Charleston area, one of the first places that comes up for a lot of retirees is Somerville, and there's a reason for that. Somerville tends to offer a balance that a lot of people are looking for, especially when they're coming from out of state and they want something that feels manageable, newer, and a little bit more predictable. A lot of what has been built in Somerville over the last several years is part of larger master plan communities, and that's a big part of the appeal. These aren't just random neighborhoods that are scattered around. Places like Nexton, Cane Bay, and Carnes Crossroads are all designed environments where everything is laid out with intention. You have sidewalks, shared amenities, nearby shopping, medical facilities, and a general structure that makes day-to-day living easier. For many retirees, especially those relocating from other states, that kind of structure provides a sense of comfort. You're not trying to figure everything out from scratch. You're stepping into a community that already functions in a way that supports your lifestyle. Nexton in particular tends to stand out because it feels a little bit more refined and connected. There's more walkability and golf cartability than you'll find in most suburban areas, and it attracts people who still want some level of activity and convenience without being in a dense or high traffic environment. It feels intentional, and that's something that people pick up on quickly when they visit. Cane Bay, on the other hand, is larger and more spread out. There's a wider range of home options and price points, which gives people flexibility depending on what they're looking for. Some sections feel very quiet and residential, while others are closer to schools, shops, and more activity. It's a bit more expansive, which works well for people who want options. It's just a little further out. Now, where Summerville really separates itself for retirees is in the availability of 55 and over communities. This is something that you are not going to find consistently across all of the Charleston area, and it becomes a major deciding factor for a lot of people. Communities like Del Webb Nexton and Del Webb Cane Bay are specifically designed for active adults, and there is a noticeable difference in how those neighborhoods function compared to a typical general all ages subdivision. The lifestyle is already built in. You're surrounded by people in a similar season of life, and there are opportunities to stay active and connected without having to go out and create that on your own. For many retirees, especially those that are moving away from long-established social circles, that built-in environment makes the transition a lot smoother. You're not starting from zero. You're stepping into a place where connection and activity are already part of the design. At the same time, it's important to understand what that environment feels like. These communities are more structured. There are HOA guidelines, shared spaces, and a certain level of consistency across the neighborhood. For some people, that's exactly what they want. For others, it can feel a little bit too uniform or cookie cutter. So again, it comes back to how you want to live. When it comes to pricing in Summerville, this is where expectations need to be grounded in reality. Most retirees looking in this area are typically somewhere in the range of about $400,000 up to around $700,000. Now, this depends on the home, the community, and how upgraded the property is. In a 55 and over community like Del Webb, you're generally going to see homes starting in the mid to upper 400,000s for the smallest ones and moving into 600 or 700,000s depending on the size and the finishes. And once you start looking at more premium sections of Summerville, especially in places like Nexton, it's very easy to move up into the 700 and 800,000s. So while Summerville offers more value compared to the coastal areas, it's not a low-cost market, and understanding that upfront helps to avoid a lot of frustration later on. Now, let me pause here and say, hi, my name is Deneen. I'm a realtor here in Charleston, South Carolina, and the surrounding Lowcountry. As the Southern Living Yankee, I love helping people just like you buy and sell homes in the Charleston area. I specialize in helping people relocate to Charleston from out of state because I've been there and I've done it myself. I understand how exciting but still overwhelming a big move can be, but that's why I'm here, to help you every step of the way. If you're ready to make a move, reach out today. You can shoot me a text, send me an email, or pick up the phone and call. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tap that notification bell too. Now, when we shift over to Moncks Corner, this is where the conversation changes, and it's important to approach it with the right expectations. Moncks Corner tends to attract buyers who are prioritizing space, quiet, and just a slower pace of life. This is where you're going to find more land, more breathing room, and generally lower price points compared to Summerville, and especially compared to Mount Pleasant and those other coastal areas. This is also where you'll find the lake. And for some people, that's exactly what they're looking for. They're coming from more congested environments and they want something that feels more open and less structured. But the lifestyle here is very different. Moncks Corner is not centered around 55 and over communities, and you're not going to find the same type of built-in social environment that you're going to find in places like Del Webb. The feel is more independent. It's quieter, less developed in certain areas, and it's more focused on space rather than amenities. It's not a negative, it just means that it fits a different type of buyer. If you're someone who enjoys a quieter environment, you value privacy, and you don't need to be near constant activity, this can be a great fit for you. But if your vision of retirement includes being around other retirees, having easy access to things to do, and being in a more connected environment, this just may not align for what you're looking for. In terms of pricing, Moncks Corner is typically where you're going to see homes starting somewhere in the mid 300,000s up into the 500,000s and higher, depending on the property and the location. And that's often what draws people in here, because you can get more home for your money. But this is where expectations need to stay grounded. If you're trying to stay at a lower price point while you're still expecting a high-end coastal amenity-driven lifestyle, you're going to end up being disappointed. That combination is very difficult to find, and trying to force it usually leads to frustration. Moncks Corner works best when someone understands what exactly they're choosing and is aligned with that from the beginning. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, you have Mount Pleasant and the more coastal areas around Charleston, and this is what a lot of people picture when they first start thinking about moving to the Charleston area. This is where you're going to be closer to the water, closer to the beaches, restaurants, shopping, and a more active, connected environment. There's more energy here, more access, and more of that lifestyle that people associate with Charleston. For many retirees, especially those that are coming from higher cost states, this is exactly what they're looking for. They don't just want a home, they want to feel like they are part of something with easy access to everything around them. Now, unlike Summerville, this area also isn't centered around 55 and over communities. You'll find neighborhoods with amenities like Carolina Park, Park West, or Dunes West, but they're not age restricted. There's actually only one 55 and over community tucked inside Carolina Park. The lifestyle here is driven more by location and access than by community structure. When it comes to pricing, this is where the biggest shift happens. Most retirees looking in Mount Pleasant or other coastal areas are realistically going to be somewhere starting in the high 700,000s and moving well into the $1 million plus range. Most retirees looking in Mount Pleasant or other coastal areas realistically are going to be starting somewhere in the 800,000s and moving well into the $1 million plus range. This is going to depend on proximity to water, condition of the home, and the overall location. This is where the trade-off becomes very clear. You're not necessarily getting more house. In many cases, you're actually getting less space or an older home compared to what you would find in areas like Somerville and Moncks Corner. But what you're paying for is access, location, and that lifestyle. And for the right person, that trade-off is absolutely worth it. So when you step back and you look at all of this, what you start to realize is that this decision has very little to do with finding the perfect house and absolutely everything to do with choosing the right environment for how you want to live. Because once you get that part right, everything else becomes easier. But if the environment doesn't match your lifestyle, it doesn't matter how nice the house is. Something is always going to feel off. If you're planning a move in the next 6 to 12 months and you want help narrowing this down based on your situation, feel free to reach out. I am happy to walk through it with you and help you to make a decision that actually fits long-term for you. And if you want to understand exactly how the buying process works from out of state, I want you to watch my video on that. In it, I walk you through the step-by-step approach that I use with my clients so that they can move here with absolute confidence and help them to avoid the mistakes that most people make. My name is Deneen. I'm a realtor here in Charleston, South Carolina and the surrounding Lowcountry. As the Southern Living Yankee, I love helping people just like you buy and sell homes in the Charleston area. I specialize in helping people relocate to Charleston from out of state because I've been there and I've done it myself. I understand how exciting but still overwhelming a big move can be, but that's why I'm here, to help you every step of the way. If you're ready to make a move, reach out today. You can shoot me a text, send me an email, or pick up the phone and call. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tap that notification bell too. Thank you so much for joining me. So long for today.